This topmost yoga system was described by Krishna in the Gita to his most intimate friend Arjuna. In the beginning, the Lord said that this system can be practiced only by a person who has developed attachment for it. This Krishna conscious yoga system cannot be practiced by an ordinary man who has no attachment for Krishna, for it is a different system and the topmost Bhakti Yoga. There are five types of direct attachment, and there are seven types of indirect attachment. Indirect attachment is not bhakti. Direct attachment is called bhakti. If you are attached to Krishna by the direct method, it is called devotional service. And if you are attached to Krishna by an indirect method, it is not devotional service. But that is also attachment. King Kamsa, for example, was the maternal uncle of Krishna, and there was a warning that Kamsa would be killed by one of his sister's sons. So he became very anxious about the sons of his sister and he decided to kill his sister Devaki. Krishna's mother was saved by her husband Vasudeva, who made a compromise and proposed to his brother in law as follows: "You are afraid of the son of your sister, so your sister herself is not going to kill you." He requested, "Don't kill your sister, save her, and I promise that all the sons born of her will be brought to you, and if you like, you can kill them." Vasudeva did not Vasudeva did this in order that his poor wife might be saved. And Vasudeva thought, when Devaki's son is born, Kamsa may have a change of heart. But Kamsa was such a great demon that he killed all the sons of Devaki. It was told that the eighth son of the sister would kill him. So when Krishna was in the womb of his mother, Kamsa was always thinking of Krishna. You may say that he was not Krishna conscious, but actually he was. Not directly, not for love's sake, but as an enemy. He was Krishna conscious as an enemy. So that is not devotional service. One in devotional service is Krishna conscious as Krishna's friend, Krishna's servant, his parent, or his lover. You may want Krishna as your lover, as your son. You may want Krishna as your friend. You may want Krishna as your master. You may want Krishna as the supreme sublime. These five different kinds of direct relationship with Krishna are called devotion or bhakti. They entail no material profit. The concepts of accepting God as a son is superior to the concept of accepting God as a father. There is a distinction. The relationship between father and son is that the son wants to take something from the father. The father's relationship with the son is that the father always wants to give something to the son. Therefore, the relationship with God or Krishna as a son is better than the relationship with Krishna by one who thinks, if I accept Krishna as my father, then my business will be to ask for my necessities from the father. But if I become the father of Krishna, then from the beginning of his childhood, my business will be to serve him. The father is the parent of the child from the very beginning of his birth. Therefore, the concept of this relationship of Vasudeva and Devaki is sublime. Krishna's foster mother Yashoda is thinking, if I do not feed Krishna sumptuously, he will die. She forgets that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, that he is sustaining the three worlds. She forgets that only one Lord is supplying the necessities of all the living entities. This same personality of Godhead has become the son of Yashoda, and she is thinking, if I do not feed him nicely, he will die. This is love. She has forgotten that it is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who has appeared before her as a little child. This relationship of attachment is very sublime. It requires time to understand, but there is a position where instead of asking, "O God, please give us our daily bread," you can instead think that God will die if you do not supply bread to him. This is the ecstasy of extreme love. There is such a relationship between Krishna and his devotee Radharani, the greatest devotee, the greatest lover of Krishna. Mother Yashoda is his lover as a parent. Sudama is his lover as a friend. Arjuna also as a friend. There are millions and billions of kinds of different kinds of direct devotees of Krishna. So the yoga systems as described here lead to Bhakti Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga can be practiced by persons who have developed attachment to Krishna. Others cannot practice it. And if anyone is able to develop that attachment, the relationship will be that he will understand God, Krishna, perfectly. However, we may try to understand God by our however we may try to understand God by our different theories or speculations, it is still a difficult job. We may say that we have understood God, but it is not possible to understand Him as He is because we have limited senses and He is unlimited. It is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam that our senses are imperfect, all of them. We cannot understand even the material world perfectly. You have seen so many planets and stars in the sky at night, but you do not know what they are. You do not even know what the moon planet is, though men have been trying for so many years to go there in Sputniks. Even this one planet, Earth, we do not know what varieties there are even on this planet. If you go to the sea in the sky, if you go to the sea to the sky, your perception is limited. Our knowledge is therefore always imperfect. On that we must agree. If we foolishly think that we have acquired all forms of knowledge and we have advanced in science, this is another foolishness. It is not possible. Mm. And when it is not possible to understand even the material things which we daily see with our eyes, what can we say of the spiritual world and Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He is the supreme spiritual form, and it is not possible to understand him by our limited senses. Then why are we bothering so much for Krishna consciousness if it is not possible? If these imperfect senses cannot realize Krishna as he is, the answer is that if you become submissive, if you develop the spiritual attitude of following Krishna, and you are as a servant or a friend or as a parent or as a lover, if you begin to give service to the Supreme Lord, then you can begin to know Him.